Hi guys, and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. My name is Vanessa if this is your first time here, and today's video is going to be all about my favorite beauty products that I have used in 2020. Just stuff that I have been loving lately. So the products are a mixture of high-end and low-end, but don't forget to thumbs up this video if you haven't already. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to join the Vanessa Monet family, and let's go ahead and get started. The first product that I want to talk about is a moisturizer. Philosophy has a moisturizer called Nature in a Jar, and it's so amazing. Since we have been in quarantine, I have just spent a lot of time on my skin, making sure my skin is really nice and beautiful. So I wanted to start with a very moisturizing moisturizer that is just amazing. I got this one from Ulta and it was on sale when I did get it. It has completely changed the texture of my skin, just the feeling of my skin, and when I apply makeup on top of this moisturizer, I know my makeup application is going to be super duper flawless. I didn't really so much pay attention to moisturizers in the past because I use things like coconut oil and cocoa butter and just very natural things, but I feel like this moisturizer is perfect for my skin because I have really sensitive skin sometimes, and sometimes moisturizers do kind of burn this part of my skin, but this one just does not do that. So make sure you do check out the moisturizer by Philosophy called Nature in a Jar. It's blue, it's beautiful, and I promise you'll love it too. The second product that I want to talk about is 2 primers. The first primer I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It almost reminds me of the Tarte Clean Slate Primer, but it is a dupe for it. Throughout 2020 and even in 2019, I did use this primer a lot because I absolutely loved it. Not just on me, but on clients, and I think that this primer works with all skin types. If you're interested in making sure that your makeup lasts all day, and if you have really textured skin, this will be amazing for you. Another primer that I do want to lightly mention is the Milk Hydro Primer. I think this primer is so freaking good, you guys. I received a sample of it as well as a mini version of it, and I loved it so much I ran right through it. That's the thing about primers. You can run through them really quickly, especially if you want your makeup to last. This is a very hydrating primer that leaves your canvas absolutely beautiful. I used this primer around my birthday, and when I say the pictures were amazing, and I could just tell that this primer was very hydrating and is so beautiful. The third product that I do want to talk about is the One Size Beauty powders. Usually I do use the Laura Mercier, which is a go-to, and I also use the Huda Beauty powder as well, and both of those powders are really great. I'm not taking anything from them, but I just feel like the One Size Beauty powders are a little bit more softer, and they have zero flashback when you are taking your pictures. They are very dry skin friendly. I told you guys a little bit before that my skin is sometimes dry, especially in the winter time, but whenever you set your under eyes and your T-zone area with the One Size Beauty powder, you will absolutely love it. It comes in 2 different shades. You have your basic translucent, which is great for fair skin tones or anybody who kind of just wants to highlight underneath the eyes, but I also love that they come with a deep and dark powder that anybody can use, and even me. I kind of use it on the perimeter of my face because I really like a very bronzed look, but it's so soft and so matte, and it's just so soft. I want to reiterate that point a lot. It's just a very beautiful and luxurious powder. So the fourth item I want to talk about is something that I'm pretty sure you guys already knew that I would talk about, and it is the ABH, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I'm in 430W. I have been using this foundation since fall started. I feel like it's so gorgeous. The only thing that I will say about this product is that the shade range isn't as wide as I think it should be, because I wish that everybody could touch this foundation and feel it and really love it, because I just think it just photographs really well. It's very soft and luxurious, and it's usually on sale at Ulta, and that's really the only only reason why I had tested it out anyway. This year I have tried out so many different foundations, but hands down, that one has been my favorite. So go ahead and check out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, especially if you have drier skin. So with foundation, I might as well talk about the fifth item, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Foundation Powder. It's so beautiful. I don't even know if it's a foundation powder. They have about 4 shades of it, and I know you're thinking, Vanessa, that's not enough, but you can pretty much find your shade because they kind of help every hue, if that makes sense. I recently tried out 2 of them, the last 2 shades, and both of those have been a game changer in my skin finish. What I wanted to do this year is really improve on the finish of my makeup, you know, and I can tell that this Charlotte Tilbury powder has done just that. It can be a little bit pricey, it is very luxurious, but when I tell you, you will love this powder, especially to kind of set everything in place, remove all of your fallout, your translucent powder. You will love this. I promise you, you will. So go ahead and test out the Charlotte Tilbury powders. And honestly, I think Charlotte Tilbury herself has just beautiful products, and I just cannot wait to try out the rest. The sixth thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is something that I have been using probably since it came out, and that is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I go between the shades 4 and 4.5. Those 2 shades to me are just absolutely stunning. I really like a brow pencil that not only glides on the eye, but stays on the eye. I don't like a pencil that's too pigmented, that isn't pigmented enough, but the Benefit pencils are so soft and so beautiful, and they work on every single skin type. You can try out the mini version, that's $12, and then they have the full size version, which is $24, but you pretty much get the same amount of product. And the pencil itself is so thin, you can literally create hair strokes to make them really natural or really glam like me. The seventh thing that I do want to talk about, and this is actually a newer product to me. Usually I do use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist at Ulta. I'm just promoting Ulta. I don't know why. I go there like once a week, so this is what happens. But they have a luminous setting spray, and when I tell you, this is the perfect option for either a second setting spray, because sometimes you can set your face twice, or if you're looking for something a little bit more on the dewy side and not so much on the matte side, this one is absolutely perfect, especially if you girls out there have drier skin. I just love the way this setting spray looks. I'll go ahead and spray it on, apply my highlighter, and it just amplifies my eyeshadow, my highlight, and anything in between. I just really love this setting spray. I do kind of use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist in the black also, but to top it all off, I do like the luminous one, and usually Ulta does have a sale on them as well. The eighth product that I want to talk about is the Nars High Pigment Liner. This liner is fairly expensive, but it is probably one of the darkest liners that I have ever tried. It's a gel liner plus your regular eyeliner all in one. Sometimes I'm just amazed at how dark it is, and it's very easy to smudge out. The only downside about it is you have to sharpen it, so just be careful about that because it's so pigmented and so dark. Sometimes it can get on your hands and it'll be a mess if you try to touch your face. Keep that in mind if you are going to go ahead and get that liner. Right. The ninth item that I wanted to talk about is my favorite liquid lipstick ever by Sephora collection, and this one is called Always Red. It's such a beautifully pigmented red, and it's very affordable. Another color that I like by the Sephora collection is called Indian Pink. Those two are probably the only 2 colors that I do like from the collection, but they are very, very beautiful. When I say beautiful, y'all, you're gonna come back to this video and be like, thank you, Vanessa, I love Always Red or Indian Pink. They are beautiful colors. And the last product that I want to talk about, or products that I want to talk about, is a few black owned beauty brands. The first one I wanted to talk about is OMG Cosmetics. They have the most beautiful high pigmented glosses I have seen in 2020. But because I just love when brands actually put something out that's of quality. And I'm a glossy type of chick, so this one is just absolutely stunning. Another brand that I want to talk about is Takara Breanna Beauty. She just launched some lashes, and the lashes range from very dramatic to very subtle for everyday women, and I hope you guys do check them out. All the products that I am talking about in today's video will be listed down below, as well as the links for where you can purchase them from. So get to shopping, sis, if you are interested in any of the products that I did talk about today. I love them so much, and they have just improved my makeup skills in 2020. That pretty much wraps up today's video. I appreciate you guys for getting to the end and watching. I appreciate you guys for all this support, and I hope you are enjoying Vlogmas. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.